Hi there, my name is Owen Bastable. I'm a trainer with Project React. So today I'm going to walk you through a process for selecting and also practicing neutralizing routines. So we'll walk through some examples, and I'll give you some resources as well to help you make the best use of this strategy in your classroom or school. So one thing that you're going to need to do this is a worksheet, which is linked here. It looks like this, titled Creating Neutralizing Routines. I would recommend doing this with a group at your school, so it might be a class level team, or you could do it in a staff meeting with your whole school. And the process takes about 30 to 45 minutes. So let's start with asking you to keep in mind or identify your vulnerable decision points. So if you haven't done this yet, I'd recommend doing this first, and the worksheet will also walk you through identifying your VDP using either school-wide data, discipline data, or also you can think about it personally for you, a situation or decision state in which you are more likely to make a snap decision or decision that doesn't line up with your values. So looking at the worksheet, first thing I'm going to ask you to do is brainstorm some possible neutralizing routines. And we're going to be focusing on school-wide, but this could be personal as well. So school-wide, generating a list with a group that you're working with. And as you develop the list, once you've done the brainstorm, I'd recommend doing that first. Then you can go back and see, does it meet the critical features of neutralizing routines? And there's 5 of them listed here. And then when you've done that, you can decide on a neutralizing routine. And what some schools have done is a gallery walk. So they might pick the top 2 or 3 and then have the whole school walk by the posters that are up here, say on a wall, and vote on the one that's they feel like is most, the one they most like. If you need some examples, there are plenty to choose from here. You might use this also again for your personal VDP, but this could be helpful if you're having a hard time coming up with one. And then the 4th step is practicing the neutralizing routine. So I'm going to walk you through this fairly quickly, and I'd ask you to do it slowly with your team. There's discussion questions here, and then there will be some videos that I will ask you to take a look at. And you'll be thinking about in this case, what the teacher and what the student are thinking. And then you'll be reviewing a classroom example. So you can go ahead and walk, just if you want to have this video play, and then I'll ask you to come back to me.
Attention up here, please.
And then you will address these questions. So what do you think the teacher's thinking? What do you think the student is teaching? Or the student is thinking? And now we're going to watch a second video. This time you're going to put yourself in the place of the teacher. And there will be a pause, and I want you to insert the neutralizing routine you're practicing to see how it works for you. Okay, so once you've watched the video, again, you're going to visualize yourself saying and doing it. So hopefully you had an opportunity to do that, and you can replay the video as many times as you need to. And then here's some reflection questions that you and your team, either by yourself or with your team, you could share out. And then as you think about having done that in this scenario, what helped you use it? What might hinder your use of a neutralizing routine? So you might think ahead now to actually practicing this in a live setting. And here's some other prompts that you might think about, some questions. What reminders might be useful? What else might you need? And from this list, you can generate a plan when you would use it, how you would use it. So you might use visuals, posters, other kinds of reminders. Some schools include it in their morning announcements. So wrapping up, I wanted to leave you with a one-page document. So the strategy guide here will give you detailed descriptions of everything that I've discussed and more. You can also find my email here on the bottom of the slide. And I'd really just encourage you to try this out and see how it fits for you. And hopefully the worksheet and this guide will make it easier for you to use this in your school. So thanks so much for listening.